Wondered why mindfulness is such a buzzword in today's fast-paced world? Let's delve into this intriguing concept. At its core, mindfulness is about being fully present, aware of where we are, what we're doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. It's about observing without criticism and being compassionate with ourselves. In our day-to-day lives, our minds are often cluttered with thoughts of the past or worries about the future. This mental noise can be a source of stress, anxiety, and even physical discomfort. However, when we practice mindfulness, we learn to quiet these thoughts and focus on the present moment. This can have a significant impact on our mental and physical health, helping to reduce stress, improve focus, and increase emotional resilience. Yet achieving mindfulness is not as simple as it sounds. It demands consistent practice and discipline, which is where Ashtanga yoga meditation comes into play. This traditional practice, rooted in ancient wisdom, is not merely a physical exercise, but a holistic approach towards well-being. Ashtanga yoga meditation emphasizes disciplined concentration. It involves a set sequence of postures, each held for a specific number of breaths, complemented by a focus on breath control, or pranayama. The aim is to create a harmonious balance between the body and mind. By integrating the practice of Ashtanga yoga meditation into our daily routine, we can cultivate a deeper sense of mindfulness. As we move through each pose, we learn to pay attention to our breath, our body, and our thoughts, fostering an enhanced awareness of the present moment. This can help us to navigate life's challenges with more grace and ease, paving the way for improved mental clarity, emotional balance, and overall well-being. So, the next time you find yourself caught up in the whirlwind of daily life, take a moment to pause, breathe, and be present. Remember, Ashtanga yoga meditation, a traditional practice, can be a powerful tool to cultivate mindfulness and improve our overall well-being. Ashtanga yoga meditation is more than just physical exercise, it's a discipline for the mind. Diving into the world of Ashtanga yoga meditation, let's begin with its roots. Originating from the ancient Indian subcontinent, it was brought to the West in the 20th century by Sri K. Patabi Joyce. The word Ashtanga translates to 8 limbs, referring to the eightfold path of yoga outlined in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, a foundational text of yoga philosophy. Unlike other forms of yoga that focus primarily on physical postures, Ashtanga yoga meditation is a holistic practice that incorporates physical, mental, and spiritual elements. It emphasizes synchronizing breath with movement, known as vinyasa, in a set sequence of postures, or asanas. This continual flow of movement and breath fosters a deep sense of mindfulness and concentration. This discipline is not merely about flexibility and strength, although those are certainly benefits. The true essence of Ashtanga yoga meditation lies in its ability to cultivate a deep connection between mind, body, and spirit. It's about finding balance, tranquility, and self-awareness. Let's talk about the benefits. Physically, it can enhance flexibility, posture, and overall body strength. But the real magic happens on the inside. It can help reduce stress, promote mental clarity, and improve emotional well-being. It fosters a sense of inner peace and harmony that can permeate every aspect of life. Furthermore, it's a practice that adapts to you. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned yogi, Ashtanga can be modified to suit your level of experience and physical ability. It's about progressing at your own pace and listening to what your body tells you. But remember, like any worthwhile endeavor, it doesn't come easy. The process can be challenging, even frustrating at times. It's not about achieving perfection, but about embracing the journey. It's about showing up on your mat day after day and cultivating a disciplined practice that evolves with you. Mastering Ashtanga yoga meditation requires practice and patience, but the rewards are immense. This journey of self-discovery and mindfulness is a gift you give yourself, and it's one that keeps on giving, enriching every facet of your life. Before we plunge into the actual process, there are a few things to keep in mind to prepare for Ashtanga yoga meditation. First and foremost, find yourself a quiet, comfortable space. This could be a secluded corner of your home or even a peaceful spot in nature. The goal is to minimize distractions and foster a serene ambience. Next, consider your attire. Choose clothing that allows free movement and doesn't restrict your breathing. Loose-fitting, natural fabrics are often a good choice. Equally important is your mindset. Approach the practice with positivity and openness. Remember, this is a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Diet and hydration also play a role in your meditation experience. Opt for light, nutritious meals before your practice and stay well hydrated. However, avoid eating immediately before your session to prevent discomfort. Remember, the key to a successful meditation session is comfort and focus. Now that we're prepared, it's time to delve into the step-by-step process of Ashtanga Yoga meditation. Our journey into the heart of Ashtanga Yoga meditation begins with the breath. The breath is our anchor, our constant companion through each posture and transition. In Ashtanga, we use a specific breathing technique called Ujjayi Pranayama, or victorious breath. To perform Ujjayi breath, inhale deeply through the nose, then exhale slowly, constricting the back of your throat to create a soft, audible sound. This breath warms the body, focuses the mind, and forms the rhythmic backdrop to our practice. As we breathe, we move. Ashtanga Yoga meditation is a dynamic practice, where each inhale and exhale is linked to a movement. This is known as vinyasa, the marriage of breath and movement. Try to imagine your body flowing like water, with each breath initiating the next movement. The practice begins with sun salutations, or Surya Namaskar. These are sequences of poses that warm up the body and prepare our mind for the practice ahead. There are two types of sun salutations in Ashtanga, Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B. Each is a set sequence of movements that we repeat 5 times. After the sun salutations, we move into the standing sequence. This series of poses is designed to build strength and stamina and to align the body. Each pose is held for 5 breaths, and the sequence is always the same. This repetition allows us to go deeper into the postures over time and brings a meditative quality to the practice. Next, we transition into the seated sequence. Here we focus on forward bends and twists to cleanse and purify the body. Like the standing sequence, each pose is held for 5 breaths and the sequence remains constant. This predictability allows us to turn our attention inward, encouraging a state of deep meditation. After the seated sequence, we move into the closing sequence. This series of postures is designed to cool down the body and prepare us for rest. It includes inversions, which are poses where the heart is higher than the head. These poses rejuvenate the body and bring a sense of calm and tranquility to the mind. As we move through the sequences, it's important to maintain a sense of presence and focus. In Ashtanga, we use a technique called drishti, or gaze point, to help keep the mind centered. Each pose has a specific gaze point, whether it's the tip of the nose, the navel, or the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Holding our gaze steady helps to quiet the mind and deepen our concentration. Throughout the practice, we're also encouraged to engage bandhas, or energy locks, to help guide the flow of energy within the body. There are 3 main bandhas: Mula Bandha, the root lock, Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominal lock, and Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock. Engaging these locks brings stability to the body and clarity to the mind. The practice concludes with Savasana, or corpse pose. This is a pose of complete relaxation where we lie flat on our back and allow our body to absorb the benefits of the practice. It's an opportunity to let go of any remaining tension and to surrender fully to the present moment. As we navigate our way through the practice, it's important to remember that Ashtanga Yoga meditation is not about achieving the perfect pose. It's about the journey. It's about showing up on the mat day after day and giving ourselves fully to the practice. And so we breathe and we move and we stay present. We meet ourselves where we are, without judgment or expectation. We cultivate a sense of curiosity and compassion as we explore the landscapes of our body and the contours of our mind. Remember, the goal is not perfection, but progress. Each session brings you a step closer to mindfulness. While practicing Ashtanga Yoga meditation, it's common to make a few mistakes. Let's discuss how to avoid them. First, rushing through the poses. Ashtanga Yoga meditation isn't a race. It's a journey of mindfulness, a dance where every breath is a step, every pose a stage. Racing through the sequences disrupts the rhythm, shattering the mirror of mindfulness. Instead, respect each pose, relish each breath, and let the dance unfurl at its own pace. Second, holding your breath. It's natural to hold your breath when straining to hold a pose, but it's a faux pas in Ashtanga. Remember, your breath is your rhythm, your guide, your life force. When you hold your breath, you're stifling the flow of energy, of prana. Be mindful of your breath. Let it flow freely, in sync with your movements. When you breathe right, you'll find the poses falling into place effortlessly. Third, being distracted. The world is a symphony of distractions, but in Ashtanga Yoga meditation, you're the conductor. You decide what sounds to let in, what to tune out. Distractions can break your concentration, unravel your mindfulness, but don't fret, you can tame them. Start by creating a calm and quiet environment. Then, as you meditate, let your focus be like a laser, cutting through the fog of distractions. Concentrate on your breath, your body, your presence. With time and practice, you'll find your distractions fading into insignificance. And finally, remember that it's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake is a lesson learned, a step towards perfection. If you rush through a pose, next time, slow down. If you hold your breath, remind yourself to breathe. If you're distracted, refocus. Every stumble is an opportunity to stand taller. Every fall, a chance to rise stronger. Practice makes perfect. So, don't be too hard on yourself if you make some of these mistakes. You're on the right path. We've covered quite a bit today, so let's do a quick recap. Our journey began with the exploration of mindfulness, a state of being present, alert, and fully engaged with our experiences. We learned how it can transform our lives by reducing stress, improving focus, and enhancing overall well-being. Then we dove into the world of Ashtanga Yoga meditation, an ancient discipline that combines rigorous sequences and precise postures with a meditative focus. This unique practice is not just about physical fitness, but also about nurturing mental strength and clarity. We also discussed how important it is to prepare ourselves for Ashtanga Yoga meditation. From setting up a tranquil space to warming up our bodies with a few stretches, we learned that the right preparation sets the stage for a deeper, more meaningful practice. Next, we walked through the step-by-step process of Ashtanga Yoga meditation. From the opening sun salutations to the closing savasana, we discovered how each posture and sequence is designed to promote mindfulness and concentration. We also learned the importance of breath in this practice, acting as our anchor to the present moment. Finally, we tackled common mistakes often made during Ashtanga Yoga meditation. We learned that rushing through sequences, holding our breath, or getting distracted are pitfalls to avoid. Most importantly, we realized that perfection isn't the goal here. Instead, it's about the journey, the discipline, and the dedication to keep showing up on the mat. So there you have it, a comprehensive overview of Ashtanga Yoga meditation and how it can help cultivate mindfulness. Remember, yoga is not a competition. It's a personal journey that unfolds at your own pace. Remember, the journey to mindfulness through Ashtanga Yoga meditation is a personal one. Take your time, be patient with yourself, and enjoy the process. Until next time, stay mindful.